With its scenic landscapes and warm climate, the Tulare County waterways attract hundreds of people during the hot summer months. Some of the waterways that seem to offer fun and a chance to cool off from the heat can also pose potential danger. In swift water like this, it can take mere seconds for a day of recreation to turn tragic. A simple misstep or a moment of carelessness is all it takes to be pulled in by the current and swept away. To help save lives of people caught up in the currents, the Sheriff's Dive and Swiftwater Rescue teams participate in year-round training. Even with the team's extensive training, waterway accidents still claim the lives of both adults and children every year, as it can take only minutes of submersion before it's too late. Sadly, many of the tragedies that occur on the water could be avoided. The best way to save lives is by taking steps to proactively protect yourself. We highly stress life jackets and personal flotation gear for everybody that enters the water. Even though it may not be the coolest looking thing to wear, it's definitely life-saving. Simply buying and wearing an inexpensive Coast Guard approved life jacket could mean the difference between you returning for fun another day or ending your days in the water. We strongly urge anybody going near waterways to communicate with others before going out and never go alone. Have a plan, tell someone where you're going, what you are doing, and when you plan to be home. This year we've already had a few situations where our search and rescue team had to go out onto the water and rescue people who were stranded. In one particular situation, we had a young man, a 19-year-old man, who was in water similar to what you see behind me, swimming with his family, and he got caught in the current, which swept him off to the other side of the river, and he was stranded on the opposite side, couldn't find a way back, and it was too cold and the water was too swift for him to move back. Our rescue team actually came out and had to use cables and lines through out a life jacket on a rope for him with a harness that he was able to strap himself into, and we were able to pull him to safety. We were very fortunate with that particular case. So this year, even though summer hasn't officially started, we've already had quite a few search and rescue details going on. We strongly urge people to be safe out there. None of the people that we rescued were wearing life jackets. The couple of the people that were in the rafts also weren't wearing life jackets, and one of them didn't know how to swim. So some of the important things people need to know: if you're going to be around water, make sure you know how to swim. Never swim alone. Make sure people know where you're going to be, and wear a life jacket and be prepared as to what water situations you're going into, and make sure you have the proper safety equipment. We also support the Reach or Throw Don't Go program, which means we want you to reach out with something. Don't use yourself. Make sure there's something between you and the other person. So use a stick, a boat oar, a rope, throw a life jacket, anything that you can out to somebody to reach for them and bring them to shore. Don't go in the water yourself though, because we'd rather have a situation where we're only helping to rescue one person than additional people. Because a lot of the times when someone is in fear of drowning, they may injure or hurt and possibly even take down the person that's trying to help them, because they are scared of what's going on in the water. So we strongly urge people to either reach or throw something out to those people, call for help, but don't go in the water yourself.
Hi, we're now at the Kauai River, one of the fastest moving rivers in the state of California. Currently, the inflow into Lake Kauai from the Kauai River is about 4,000 cubic feet per second. A lot of water moving down into the river. There are a lot of potential dangers with recreating near the river or playing near the river. A lot of people don't understand the severe hazards of being near a river. They underestimate the river. The river's moving so fast right now that it could take just one slip of a rock and you're in the river and you're going right down the river. You can get caught up in the rocks underneath the currents, and it'd be very difficult to pull someone out. So please stay away from the rivers. Do not play near the rivers.
Right there, on the